Want to know another lesser-known operation during World War II? Operation Ichi-Go, conducted between April and December 1944, was a major Japanese military campaign during World War II aimed at capturing key American air bases in China. The operation was driven by Japan's desire to neutralize the threat posed by U.S. bombers, which were launching raids on Japanese home islands and shipping routes from Chinese airfields. The operation, also known as the China Offensive, involved more than 500,000 Japanese troops and was the largest land campaign Japan undertook during the war. It consisted of 3 phases. The first phase targeted the region around Henan, the second focused on Hunan, and the third aimed at Guangxi, with the overall goal of linking Japanese-controlled territories in China and Indochina. The Japanese advance was rapid and overwhelming, as they encountered relatively weak and disorganized Chinese nationalist forces. The Chinese troops, under the leadership of Chiang Kai-shek, were poorly equipped and demoralized after years of protracted conflict. Additionally, political infighting and a lack of coordination between the Chinese nationalists and their American allies further hampered the defense efforts. As a result, the Japanese were able to capture several key cities, including Luoyang, Changsha, and Guilin, as well as critical railways and roads that improved their logistical support. Most importantly, they seized the American air bases, particularly in Guilin and Liuzhou, forcing the U.S. to withdraw its bombers from southern China and reducing the threat to the Japanese homeland. While Operation Ichi-Go was a tactical success for Japan, it did not have the long-term strategic impact that Japanese leaders had hoped for. The operation stretched Japanese resources thin, and the gains were difficult to maintain in the face of growing Allied pressure in the Pacific and the advancing Chinese Communist forces in northern China. Additionally, the operation did not significantly disrupt American air operations, as the U.S. was able to shift its focus to bases in the Mariana Islands, which were beyond the reach of Japanese forces and allowed for continued bombing raids on Japan. The operation also exacerbated the already dire humanitarian situation in China, leading to widespread displacement, famine, and suffering among the civilian population. The Chinese nationalist government, weakened by the losses and the Japanese advance, struggled to maintain control over its territory, which contributed to the eventual civil war between the nationalists and communists after the war. In summary, Operation Ichi-Go was a significant Japanese military effort to secure air bases in China and disrupt American bombing campaigns. Like and follow for more! Found this video useful? While successful in its immediate objectives, the operation ultimately strained Japanese resources and failed to alter the course of the war as the Allies continued their advance towards victory.